and you will get the result. And at the end of your life, guaranteed to go back home, back to Krishna's private life. Now I'm going to tell you one more thing to give you inspiration so that tomorrow morning you'll be so fired up you just can't wait to start doing your japa this new way. Okay? Should I continue? Okay. I want to explain to you what japa is. Everyone here is telling me that they do japa, right? If I ask you what is japa, what do you say? It's repeating Krishna's name over and over again, right? Is that what most people think? Japa is repeating Krishna's name over and over again? Well, let me tell you what japa really is. Because once you realize what japa is, you become so inspired that you want to chant japa all day and all night. Before I tell you what japa is, I want to say one more thing. Everyone here has a spiritual master? Or everyone aspiring for a spiritual master? And if you don't have a spiritual master, you can imagine what it is like to have your guru, right? So I want you just to imagine, supposing one day you're in the temple, you're taking prasadam, you're enjoying the association of the other devotees, and someone comes up to you and says, Prabhu, Guru Maharaj wants to see you. He wants to have a private talk with you. Immediately you're very excited. Me? He wants to see me? Yes, he called for you. Immediately you get up, you forget about the prasadam, isn't it? You go, you knock on the door, you open it up, he says, oh, come in, come in, come in. Close the door. There you are, sitting, just you and Guru Maharaj together. And he wants to share something with you, and he tells you something, and you're listening so intently, everything he's saying, and he's asking questions and you're answering, and then you're asking him questions and he's answering. Such a wonderful exchange. And then when it's over, you offer your obeisances and you're so happy. And you come out of the room and everybody comes running up to you. What did he say? Tell us everything. Right? It's ecstatic, right? That's called a private darshan with the Guru. Right? So japa is your private darshan with Krishna. And I'll explain how it's your private darshan with Krishna. You know, Krishna, he likes to play with the cowherd boys and he likes to dance with the cowherd girls. But sometimes Radharani makes an arrangement and she decorates a beautiful kunj in the beautiful forests of Vrindavan so that she and Krishna can meet and be alone without anybody else. And that's called quality time alone with Krishna. And Radharani always wants to have that quality time alone with Krishna. And we can have that quality time alone with Krishna when we chant japa. It's just me and Krishna. And what do I do when I chant the holy name? I close my eyes. I don't want to see so many things. That's all material energy. I want to close my eyes. Because when I'm with my beloved, and when I'm in the embrace of my beloved, my eyes are not open, my eyes are closed. So I can relish that experience more. So when chanting japa, you're in the embrace of Sri Krishna. And you close your eyes, and you chant that name with love and devotion. And you feel the presence of Krishna. It's an intimate moment, a private moment. Private darshan with Krishna. Now there may be, sometimes you're alone in your home or in your room, but sometimes you may be in a temple and there's other people chanting japa also. But each one of them are having their own private darshan with Krishna. Now there's some people who like to talk and do chit-chat during japa. This is terrible because you're spoiling your private darshan with Krishna. Why would you do that? So japa means you stop socializing. For 2 hours in the day, no more social relationships with any other person, because you want private darshan with Krishna. You just want to be alone with Krishna. You want to experience that. And if we carry on socializing with other people, talking this and then we're spoiling our private time. Just like, for example, a boy and girl, they want to get married, and the family arranges a big wedding, and then everyone is invited, and they have this huge wedding and a big reception, and everyone's always there. And then finally, when it's over, the couple, they go off to be alone on a honeymoon, right? But what if all the family members came on that honeymoon? Then it would spoil it, wouldn't it? Similarly, when we have our private darshan with Krishna, we don't want to socialize with everybody. We just want me and Krishna. That's what Radharani wants. Just her and Krishna alone together. So that's what your japa will be. It'll be your quality, private time with Krishna, just like Radharani has. And she decorates a very beautiful place with flowers and everything, so that when Krishna comes, they have a beautiful place to sit. So you can do the same thing. You can have a room in your house that you decorate very, very beautifully. And you go there in the morning to chant japa, and you invite Krishna to please come, so that we can have quality time together. And you chant his holy name with full love and devotion. Does that sound like a good idea?
Yes.
It'll mean that you'll become a pure devotee very quickly. And you'll be in ecstatic bliss all the time. Is that all right? Can you handle that? Okay. People will notice a change in you, that you're always ecstatic, and they're going to say, "What's your secret?" And you can share your secret with them. And when you share your secret with them, what are you doing? That is preaching. Preaching means that people see that you're in such a wonderful mood, and they want to share that mood also. I want to be like that. Why are you so happy? Why are you always blissful? Why are you always smiling? I want to be like that. What is your secret? And then you share with them your secret, and that is preaching. If you go to someone and tell them about Krishna and they don't want to hear, that's not preaching. They don't want to hear. Don't bother me. But when they come to you and say, "Please tell me," then you can really preach. And that is how Prabhupada spread this movement all over the world. Because everyone was saying, "I want to be like that. What is the secret?" Prabhupada said, "Okay, here's the secret," and he taught us. Haribo! So if you implement some of these ideas that I've given you today in your life, you will be greatly benefited. And you'll be able to benefit others also. And your relationship with Krishna will become very, very deep and very intimate. And Krishna will start speaking to you more and more. And Krishna will be guiding you and telling you, "Do this, go here, say like this." And this is what Prabhupada was experiencing. This is called Paramatma realization. That Paramatma is guiding your life. Krishna from within the heart. Krishna is in everyone's heart. So from within the heart, Krishna will start guiding you, giving you advice, telling you beautiful things, so that you never make a mistake. Why Prabhupada never made any mistakes? Because Krishna was always telling him, "Now you go here, now you go there, now you say this, now you say that, now you do this, now you do that." Because Krishna sees everything, past, present, and future. We make mistakes because we can't see the future. We don't understand the present. And we don't learn from our mistakes of the past. That's us. But if we hear Krishna and follow his instructions from within our heart, we solve all our problems. Who wants to solve all their problems? Now you know how to do it. I've given you the secret. And Prabhupada called it, he said, this is the secret of success. This is what Prabhupada called the secret of success. You want success in your life? Now you have the secret of success. So because we know the secret now, we're going to chant Hare Krishna again, but this time in a whole different mood. We're going to chant Kirtan now with a whole different perspective, with a much deeper feeling for Krishna and wanting to offer our heart to Krishna when we sing. So Mother Yashoda, she loves Krishna very, very much. And she always has intimate relationships with Krishna. And Radharani, she wants to have those same intimate relationships with Krishna that Mother Yashoda has. Now Mother Yashoda is a poet. She's always writing poetry. How many people knew that Mother Yashoda was writing poetry all the time? Nobody. And what does she do with those poems? She puts music to them, and she makes them into songs. And those poems, they're all Krishna Lila, the pastimes of Krishna. And she sings those songs. And Radharani, she loves to come to the house of Mother Yashoda and hear Mother Yashoda sing these wonderful pastimes of Krishna. Because Radharani loves to hear the pastimes of Krishna again and again and again because she has so much love for Krishna. Krishna has stolen the heart of Mother Yashoda. He has stolen the heart of Radharani. And I give you the blessing that Krishna will also steal your heart away. Chitta Chora Yashoda Dua Govardhana Dari Gopal. Chitta Chora Yashoda Kabal Govardhana Dari Gopal. Chitta Chora Yashoda Kabal Govardhana Dari Gopal. Chitta Chora Yashoda Kabal. Krishna is the darling son of Mother Yashoda, and he has stolen her heart because he had lifted Govardhan Hill with one finger of his left hand, and he is the beautiful, beloved Gopal herding the cows. Chitta Chora Yashoda Kabal Govardhana Dari Gopal. Chitta Chora Yashoda Kabal Govardhana Dari Gopal. Chura Yasoda Kamal, Luranadari Gopal. Krishna consciousness is a very blissful process. This is how the conditioned souls can actually become happy, by connecting to the source of happiness, the source of joy, the source of ananda, bliss and ecstasy, and that is Sri Krishna. You know, when you go to the tap, you get water. Now if you ask a child, where does water come from? What does he say? From the tap? He goes, he turns on the tap, there's the proof, you see. He doesn't know that behind all the pipes and everything, there's a big, big reservoir of water. So similarly, when we want some happiness, it's not just from the tap, it's not just from this experience, going to this cinema, or seeing this movie, or going to this restaurant, but we have to go behind that to the reservoir of happiness and joy, which is Sri Krishna. And then we are connected always to that. So we should keep this in mind. We don't want to, from the tap, you just get a few drops of water, You can't swim in the water coming from the tap. But if you go to the big reservoir, you can dive deep into that water. So we want you to dive deep into the reservoir of Krishna consciousness and experience that unlimited joy and ananda, bliss, happiness. And the deeper you dive, the higher you fly. Back to home, back to Godhead. Remember, Krishna Loka is your home, back to home. This is not your home. And Malaysia is not your home. You're just a tourist here. At the end of your life, the tour is over. So go back home, back to Krishna Loka. That is Prabhupada's message. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. What is the time now? 12:25. Yes? Can I take some water? Or you have some nectar drink? Some tea? Some Malaysian tea? There's so many songs. Radhe Radhe Sham Se Milade. That means the singer, we're singing, O Radha, Radhe Radhe, O Radha, please introduce me to Krishna. Sham Se Milade means please introduce me to Krishna. Please make an arrangement that I can meet with Krishna. So we're asking Radharani to make that arrangement for us. Why are we asking Radharani to make that arrangement? Because if she says yes, we're guaranteed to meet Krishna. Guaranteed. Because who knows Krishna better than Radha? Nobody. So if we say, Radha, please introduce me to Krishna, and she says, okay, then it's a guarantee. But in order to get Radha to agree, she wants to see that we're deserving to meet Krishna. Prabhupada told us many times, first deserve, then desire. We may desire without being deserving. So let's be deserving first. Let's do everything properly. Let's show Krishna that we really love him. And Radharani will be so pleased because she's so happy to bring another person to Krishna and say, my dear Krishna, just look at this wonderful Kishori. She loves you so much. You please give her your private darshan. Radharani will do like that. When she sees that we're deserving, that we really love Krishna. And loving Krishna means that I only want to please Krishna. When you love someone, you don't do things for your own benefit. You do it for their benefit. Isn't it? The mother is working so hard to raise that child year after year after year, only out of love. Does she ever hand a bill to the child and say, you owe me so much money for all that work I did? Never. He never gets a bill. She never charges. It's all done out of love. So the same mood of giving our love, we should give to Krishna, because Krishna deserves our love more than anybody else. Huh? Who is more qualified to get our love? Only Krishna. He's the most qualified. I may want to get married, but that person will still be number two, because Krishna still has to be number one. Is it not? And both people agree. We love each other, but Krishna is our number one. And that's what makes the marriage really special, because they're united together to love and serve Krishna and go back home, back to Godhead together. And so we'll take shelter of Sri Radha, because she is the most intimate servitor of Sri Krishna. So Radhe, 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 Sham Se Milade. That means, my dear Radharani, please, you make an arrangement that I can meet Krishna. Radhe, 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 Sham Se Milade. 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 Sham Radhe 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 Ghanshyam Radhe 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 Ghanshyam Radhe Radhe Ghanshyam Radhe Radhe Thank you very much. This is a very nice park full of birds and nice lakes, beautiful trees. It's almost like Goloka Vrindavan. But you know what? Goloka Vrindavan's even better than this. Just imagine, this is the material world. And if this is nice, how much more nice is that? How much more beautiful is it in the spiritual world? Therefore, we all want to go back home, back to Godhead. And there's two things that we can taste to guarantee we go back to home, back to Godhead. And first is tasting the nectar of the holy name. And the second thing is to taste the nectar of prasadam, offered to Krishna with love and devotion. One time, my godbrother Vaiyasaki Prabhu Kirtan had come to London with the Bhaktivedanta Manor, and Vaiyasaki wanted to bring his parents, mother and father, to meet Srila Prabhupada. So one afternoon they drove down from where they lived, and Vaiyasaki met them at the manor and took them up to Prabhupada's rooms. And they sat with Srila Prabhupada and they had darshan for 15 or 20 minutes. They asked questions and Prabhupada spoke to them very nicely. And then he told Vaiyasaki to take his parents for a tour around the Bhaktivedanta Manor. It's a beautiful temple and they have beautiful grounds. They also have like a pond with ducks and everything and nice trees and nice walks, shaded walks like that. So Vaiyasaki did that and he took his parents around the whole place, and then about an hour later when they were leaving, they thanked him very much and they said they had a very wonderful time and they really loved to meet his spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada. And then when when Vaiyasaki went back to see Prabhupada, Prabhupada said, "So, did you give them some Mahaprasadam?" And Vaiyasaki said, "Well, actually, I didn't because, it was afternoon, the deities were closed, and, I just didn't get a chance to give them any Maha." And Prabhupada chastised him. This is the most important thing. You have to give them some prasadam, because when they eat that prasadam, it becomes part of them, changes their consciousness. Every cell takes the energy from the food that we do and makes new cells. So that you'll be making new cells in your body from prasadam. Your body becomes spiritualized. That's why we only eat prasadam. So he chastised him. So Vaiyasaki told me, he says, from that experience I learned from Prabhupada how important it is to take Mahaprasad and to offer to people prasadam also, that they should eat prasadam. Once Prabhupada said that prasadam is our secret weapon to spread Krishna consciousness, because people may not want to hear philosophy. They may not want to hear the mantra. Sometimes when we're doing Harinam Sankirtan, some people, they go like this. They don't want to hear. They're afraid. of becoming pure. They don't want to change their lifestyle. They like the sinful lifestyle. Eating meat, intoxication, gambling, illicit sex. They like that. But prasadam is our secret weapon. We give them some nice sweets no one can refuse. And they take that and they become purified. I had a friend once, and I was preaching to him that he should become vegetarian. And he said to me, I can't become a vegetarian. I said, why? He said, it's too pure. He knew it was pure. He wasn't ready. It was too pure for him. He needed something not so pure. And many people feel that way, you know, it's just too pure for them, you know. But our secret weapon is prasad. We just give a little bit at a time, and gradually they become purified, and then they want that pure thing. And then that's all they want in their life. So, it's so wonderful. Just like Krishna and the cowherd boys, they come out and have their lunch in the park, in the afternoon in the forest under the trees, so we're doing the same. And by hearing Krishna Katha and singing the glories of Krishna in the Kirtan, we are directly associating with Krishna. This is Krishna consciousness. This is Krishna consciousness. This joyful picnic is what Krishna does every day. He goes out for a picnic. Well, what time? Can I? Is there time for me to take something to eat? Sorry? No, we did that one yesterday. You were at the Rath Yatra. We did that one. Not yesterday, the day before. You were not there. SP Rath Yatra. You missed that. Oh, it was very good. But you were here for Taiping Rath Yatra, yeah? Also very good. Well, we're in the mood of Radha Krishna. You want me to sing Sitaram? Change the mood? Okay. He's the boss, huh? Can't argue with the boss. Whether Prabhupada said whether we worship Sitaram or Radha Krishna or Lakshmi Narayan, it's all different expansions of the same one Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. So we'll sing Sitaram. You know, one time Narada Muni, he wanted to find out who is the topmost devotee. Who is topmost? So someone said, Indra, you should see Indra. He's the king of heaven. He's the topmost devotee. So Narada Muni went to Svargaloka and he saw Indra and he was glorifying him. You're the topmost devotee. And he said, no, I cannot accept that I'm topmost devotee. Much greater devotee than me is Brahma. Lord Brahma. You should see Lord Brahma. If you want to see the best devotee, you go see Lord Brahma. So then Narada Muni said, okay. So he went to see Lord Brahma and he began to glorify Lord Brahma, that you are the greatest devotee. You have created all the heavens and the earth and the universes and everything. And Lord Brahma, he closed all his 8 ears. He has 8 ears, you know, 2 on each head. He says, no, I cannot. Please don't say I'm the greatest devotee. He's a much greater devotee than me. Narada Muni said, really? Well, who's that? He said, Lord Shiva. You should go see Lord Shiva. He is the greatest devotee. Even in the Shastra it says, Vaishnavanam Yatala Shambhu. Of all the Vaishnavas, the top is Shambhu. So you should go see him. So Narada Muni said, oh wow, that's fantastic. So he was so excited. He went to Kailash to see the great devotee Shivji. And when he got there, he was glorifying Shiva and telling him what a great Vaishnava he was, such a great devotee. And Shiva said, no, please. I'm not deserving of such praise. There's a much greater Vaishnava than me, and you should go see that Vaishnava. And who's that? Prahlad Maharaj. You should go see Prahlad Maharaj. Now there is the topmost Vaishnava. Really? So Narada Muni was very excited. So he went to see Prahlad Maharaj, and he came in and he was glorifying him. You are the greatest devotee. Lord Nrsingadev appeared just to protect you, and you never forgot him for a moment. Everyone glorifies you as the greatest devotee of all. And Prahlad Maharaj said, no, please. I am not worthy to get this respect. I am just a very fallen, conditioned soul. If you want to see the greatest devotee, then you must go and see Hanumanji. Hanuman is the greatest devotee. He opens his heart, and Sita, Ram, Lakshmana are there. You must go see Hanumanji. So Narada Muni was very excited. Wow, Hanuman is the greatest devotee of all. So he went to see Hanuman. And he was glorifying Hanuman, all the great wonderful service he did for Lord Ram, and how he saved Sita, and how he used his tail to set the whole Lanka on fire, and how he helped to defeat the demon army led by Ravana. And he was glorifying him, and Hanumanji said, no, please, you cannot glorify me like this. I am far, far from the greatest Vaishnava. There are far greater Vaishnavas than me. If you want to see the greatest Vaishnavas, you should go to Dwarka and see the Pandavas. They are the greatest Vaishnavas. Really? So then Narada Muni went to Dwarka, and he was glorifying the Pandavas. You are the greatest Vaishnavas. You went through so many difficulties on behalf of Lord Krishna, and you suffered in the forest for 13 years. And you fought in the battle of Kurukshetra to defeat all the demons under the, you did everything for Sri Krishna. And in this way, he was glorifying the Pandavas, and the Pandavas are saying, no, please, we really can't accept all this praise. If you really want to see the topmost devotees, the topmost devotee is Uddhava. Uddhava is such an intimate associate of Krishna. He's so close to Krishna that sometimes people think that Uddhava is Krishna. So then he goes to Uddhava and he starts glorifying Uddhava. You are the greatest Vaishnava. Everybody has proclaimed you as the greatest Vaishnava. And he starts glorifying him. And he says, no, I am nothing. If you really want to see the greatest Vaishnavas, you have to go to Vrindavan and see the gopis. They are the greatest Vaishnavas of all. So he's so excited, so he goes to Vrindavan, and there he sees the gopis, and he's glorifying the gopis. You gopis, you're always thinking of Krishna, you're dancing in the Ras Leela with him, you are the greatest of all the Vaishnavas. And the gopis are saying, no, we have no love for Krishna. We really, if you want to see the greatest Vaishnava, you have to go see Radha. Sri Radha, she is the greatest devotee. Like this. Every time he went to see someone, they always would say, oh, I am the most fallen. Someone else is the greatest Vaishnava. So this is the mood of a devotee. They're always glorifying others. Isn't it? They never take the credit for themselves. So we'll sing this wonderful song, Sita Ram. Go. The spider wants to hear the kirtan. He's definitely, he won't go away. Please leave. No, I'm staying, he says. All right. Don't bite me, okay? Promise? I don't know if I can trust you.
Cậu Trinh à? Ai léo?
Whoops. He's digging his heels in. He ain't here. Get a piece of paper.
Mua cậu Trinh? Ai léo à?
These are the biting ones. They got these pincers.
Hả? U lộn. Đó, ai léo?
There he is.